The size of your family, do you have brothers, sisters? How many, and where are you in the placing of all the brothers and sisters?
I am the oldest, and I have one brother. He's 19.
Okay. Um, when you started your pursuit of physical exercise and activity, was it something that you did in high school, in college?
Um, the only sport that I really was in high school was volleyball, and I think what made me want to join the fitness, pursue fitness, was just I wasn't comfortable in my own skin. I didn't like how I felt, and I wanted to change that.
Okay. So now, with pursuing the fitness and exercise, you're also getting ready to graduate college. You've had a really full schedule. So, going from high school into college, what did you decide to study, and what are you getting ready to graduate?
I actually graduated from UCLA in 2009 with an English Literature Bachelor's of Arts. Then I immediately started my master's in criminal justice at Cal State Long Beach, and I'm actually graduating May 25th. So my schedule is insane, and I just started a new job as a private investigator. So there's no excuse. If I can do it, anybody can do it, because people always tend to set up excuses of time or anything like that. But I've set it up so I can do it, and that's I think has been the biggest challenge, has been my busy schedule to getting into the fitness, but it's worked out.
Okay. So now your process, exposing your family to the exercise and the scheduling with school and work and commitments. There's been some other challenges. How has your family been supportive of understanding that you're taking the typical Latina, body and lifestyle and kind of turning it on its ear? What's been the response of your family?
Well, at first, my dad wasn't too receptive, just because as a Latina woman, our culture, we generally voluptuous women. So as soon as he started seeing me getting too skinny, at least in his eyes, he wasn't receptive at all. He didn't understand. Um, my mom didn't understand why I wasn't eating her tortillas. That upset her. But then eventually, just recently, when they saw me win, they understood why I was working so hard, why I was always at the gym, why I was always so busy, and they've embraced it. They're really happy for me. They're proud, to say the least.
Okay. Now, again, on that vein, in the typical Latin household, the men and the women, and culturally, there's a lot of differences. Would you advise any other young Latina woman to pursue this? And if so, why?
Of course, I would tell anybody, and I tell all my friends to pursue this. This is something that makes you feel better. It's not just about looking better. It teaches you discipline. It teaches you just dedication. And if you can feel better and you're within your own skin, it shows with everything else you do. So 100%, and I've always told this to all my friends. This is something that they really need to jump on.
Okay. So now, as you're moving forward, not only competitively but academically, and you're starting to get in your professional career, the understanding and aligning with a charity. Have you been involved with anything at all that you feel passionate about as also another stepping stone for what you're getting ready to do?
Well, I think the biggest thing that I've done was back in 2007. I've mentioned this before. I went to Africa. I was a volunteer as a teacher at a refugee camp in Ghana, a Liberian refugee camp. And when I was out there, not only was I teaching, but we actually ended up funding. I ended up gathering somehow $500 from back here from friends and family, and we built a well. And that's something that I've been extremely passionate about, because I don't think people understand what Africa is going through still. Civil wars that nobody has any idea about. That has been the biggest passion of mine. And then just recently, another thing I was involved in was the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. That was last year. I participated in a triathlon, and I raised $3,500 for that. So that's something that I would continue to help with, especially since my best friend just got diagnosed with lymphoma.
Okay. One more final question. As you're involved with this elite group of women, female athletes, competitors, there's a sisterhood that's being established with you all. Do you feel like it's almost like it's sorority that you were in when you were in college? Do you feel like you guys are kind of close? I mean, I know there's a lot of stuff that goes on during the day behind scenes. Do you feel that same kind of connection with this team aspect?
Yes, I do. In many levels, in the business aspect, first of all, we run like a business. It's gym. It's like we work hard, but we play hard. And then when we play hard, that's another that's another topic in and of itself. But it definitely is a sisterhood. There's fights. There's I mean, no, we don't physically fight. But there's arguments, just like anything else. In any family, it's not 100%. But we love each other regardless. They're like my rock. So a lot of times where I've just wanted to give up and just throw in the towel, I can't tell you how many times I've called one of them or text one of them, and they've always set me right back on in line. So
Okay.
it feels good.
Okay. Now, was there a number one inspiration as far as a female athlete that you saw and you said, you know what? I want to be that person.
Bea, actually. I started because I went to school with her daughter. So her daughter started talking to me about Bea, and she's like, look at her Facebook. And I looked and I saw all her fitness pictures, and I was so intrigued by all of it. And I always thought, there's no way I can get my body to look like that. And sure enough, every single time I talked to her, she just kept telling me, yes, you can, yes, you can. And I kept going. And she's always been the person who I look up to.
Okay, good. That's perfect.